Hello everyone on my channel, I wish you a pleasant viewing.
Who is Erin Carter? Star Evin Ahmad breaks down Erin's feelings for Lena in Season 2 hopes. Exclusive, Who is Erin Carter? Is Netflix's newest sensation. Evin Ahmad spoke to HL about that wild ending, Erin's feelings for Lena, and what she knows about Season 2. Erin Carter is the action woman of the moment. Swedish actress Evin Ahmad takes the reins in Netflix's Who is Erin Carter? Series, which has quickly become a top show around the world since its August 25 release. Erin finds herself straddling her current life with her family with the past she thought she left behind. Erin goes to dangerous lengths to protect her daughter, Harper, and she's not afraid to get blood on her hands. Through the 7 episodes, Erin's past is peeled back like an onion, and viewers learn that she's not actually Harper's biological mother. Hollywood Life spoke exclusively with Evin about all the major moments of Season 1, including Emilio's death, Lena's return, and Armstrong's reappearance in the final moments. Evin explained her view of Erin and Lena's deep bond, and how Lena's death will impact Erin moving forward. Plus, what does she know about a possible Season 2? The show is #1 in over 90 countries right now. How are you feeling about the impact the show has had in such a short amount of time? Evin Ahmad. That is insane. First of all, I would have never guessed that this show would be #1 in 90 countries. I was just happy that it was #1 in my own country, Sweden. I remember coming home a few days ago. I was like, wow, it's #1 in Sweden. My agent called me, my American agent, and he's like, dude, you're #1 in America. I'm like, what? He's like, you're #1 here. Your show is #1 here in America. From there on, it's been a crazy ride. I would have never guessed, but I'm so happy. I'm so grateful. I couldn't have wished for a better outcome than this. This is basically my entrance into the international industry and my first English role. I'm so happy. Your fight scenes in the show were brutal. What kind of training did you have to do for the show? Evin Ahmad. Well, you have to keep in mind that I just had 3 weeks to prepare for this. I was in shock because, when I did the audition, I just had the first script, and they didn't tell me anything about the character. They didn't tell me anything about the show. I had no clue who this woman was, so I'm reading the script and, well, okay, this housewife teacher woman just killed someone. When I got the role, I started to understand. They asked me when I auditioned how I was with stunts and stuff. I had auditioned for a big American movie actually, and I had to do sword fighting. That was my first time meeting choreography at that level. I've done it here in Sweden, but it's mostly like a slap or a box or something like that. This was just another level when it came to stunts. Luckily, I've trained in kickboxing before. I've done some kung fu. I'm not afraid of the physical aspects of the job. Also, because I was dancing before and everything's basically choreography, it worked out. But I truly wish I could have built some more muscles because I think I'm so tiny in the show. I'm like, I don't know if that's 100% believable. But what can I do? I didn't have time, to be honest. You know what makes me irritated? I read some of the how are we going to believe this woman is slamming all these men? Actually, I'm pretty strong. I have the mindset of a warrior. I could kill some people if I wanted. There were plenty of twists in the first season, but Emilio's death was just so sad. Given everything that's been going on in Erin's life, do you think she's fully processed Emilio's death at the end of the season? Evin Ahmad. I don't think so. No, because there was no time to tell that. I think definitely she feels a lot of guilt. She and Emilio are kind of the same type of people. They're both addicted to not following the rules, right? I see them as the same type of character but different. Of course, when he dies, she had been telling him, Emilio, don't do that. Know your boundaries. You don't have to do that. Something about him just had to keep going, almost like someone who is addicted to something. It was absolutely emotional when he died, but Erin needs to keep it up together because people might come after her family. Erin's great at compartmentalizing. How do you think she's managing all the trauma she's faced? Do you think she's eventually going to break? Evin Ahmad. I think she has an avoidant personality. She's an avoidant person. She doesn't deal with the things that are happening. As you see in the flashback episode, she was left by her own mom and dad when she was a little girl. She's been alone all her life. There's not really that much time for her to process, but I think she's feeling it inside of her. She just needs to put all those things together and try to manage because losing Harper and Jordy would be a much bigger tragedy to her. She just needs to keep it in herself and keep going. Harper is aware of her biological mother at this point. By the end of the season, do you think Lena's death and everything that happened will change how Erin raises Harper in any way moving forward? Evin Ahmad. That's a very good question. I think for sure she needs to quit all the lies. I think she understands that she can't keep lying. But it's interesting because that's actually what she does until the end. She doesn't tell them Armstrong, but I definitely think that Erin and Harper bonded. That was also something I told her screenwriter. I was like, okay, if Harper is writing a letter to her mom, how about if Erin also writes a letter to her mom? Because that's something that they can bond over, that their mothers weren't there for them. But I think for sure Erin will stop lying and be quite much more honest and a lot more open with. Have there been discussions about season 2? Armstrong's reappearance at the end of the season definitely leaves things open for that. Evin Ahmad. No, I agree. But no one's told me anything, so I don't know actually. I have no idea. If you go to Netflix, it says limited series, but I don't know. Let's see. I'm curious as well. Is there anything you would season that maybe you didn't get time to do in the first? Evin Ahmad. I think a lot of things. I want to dive deeper into this character. Who is she when she's alone? I feel like we're getting the answer of who is Erin Carter, but not really. I don't feel like we're getting a 100% answer of who this woman is. What is she like? What does she want from life? What does she want? What are her needs? What are her wants?
Linda was with you. Like, subscribe to the channel, write comments. See you soon.